Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, June 1st. Well, oftentimes drought ends with flooding rainfall. We saw that on a large-scale basis in Texas and Oklahoma. Over the past several weeks, they've featured some flooding rainfall, and just 3 years ago, they were mired in an extensive drought in that part of the country. Well, we've had a kind of a mini drought here in the I-95 corridor over the last several weeks. That ended abruptly last night in many areas, especially north and east of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border, where some heavy rainfall, some flash flooding occurred. Heavy rain will continue this afternoon, tonight, and into the day on Tuesday. We're kind of in a lull right now, but no doubt showers and heavy thunderstorms will reform this afternoon, continue tonight, and well into the day on Tuesday. Some areas up and down the I-95 corridor can see 3 or 4 inches of additional rainfall on top of last night's soaking rains by midday or the latter part of Tuesday. Some improvement comes during the second half of the work week, but even there's some instability in the atmosphere that could cause a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, this is the latest forecast map by some NOAA forecasters for the total precipitation by late Tuesday. Purple here represents 1.5 inches. You can see a bullseye of up to over 3 inches right here near Hartford, Connecticut. Basically up and down the I-95 corridor, anywhere from 1.5 to 3 inches of rain can be expected. I am in total agreement with this forecast by NOAA here in terms of this potential heavy rainfall for this afternoon, tonight, into the day on Tuesday. Some localized amounts of 4 inches plus are certainly possible by later tomorrow. Certainly the threat continues for some flash flooding up and down the I-95 corridor. Again, we're in a lull right now, but there will be heavy rainfall reforming for this afternoon, tonight, into the day on Tuesday. Well, here's the latest radar loop. Some heavy rainfall pushing off the East Coast right now. It went through southeastern Pennsylvania in the overnight hours. Again, a rather quiet-looking pattern right now from, let's say, Allentown south and west across the D.C. metro region. Still a band of showers across east central Pennsylvania, moving into western New Jersey right now. But all of this will refire this afternoon. Expect to see the radar lighting up with more showers and strong thunderstorms this afternoon, continuing right into tonight and on the day Tuesday. Again, flash flooding is a possibility over the next 24 hours or so. Some localized amounts of 4 inches possible anywhere up and down the I-95 corridor. Well, what's causing this heavy rainfall pattern? Well, we have, first of all, high pressure, cool Canadian high pressure, southeastern part of Canada. Indeed, a northeast flow of low-level air has formed throughout New England and now into the mid-Atlantic region. Certainly be cooler today compared to the weekend, and cooler, even cooler on Tuesday. Waves of low pressure. Here's one low pressure area over central Pennsylvania, another one down across southwestern Tennessee, and yet another one southwestern Louisiana. All of these waves of low pressure will ride up right along this frontal boundary zone. In the I-95 corridor right now, there is a boundary zone, a temperature gradient right in this region right here. D.C. could very well reach the 80s today, but New York City holding in the low 60s at best for high temperatures. That frontal boundary zone is where just an attraction to these waves of low pressure, they'll ride right along that temperature gradient, producing some more heavy rainfall this afternoon, tonight, and on the day Tuesday. Well, let's take a look at some computer forecast maps from last night's 0Z GFS model run. We'll look at 6-hour increments going from early this afternoon until early tomorrow night. That encompasses the period of heavy rainfall here in the I-95 corridor. By this afternoon, a little bit of a low pressure area, one of those waves of low pressure over a central part of Virginia. Some decent rainfall in the I-95 corridor, especially from Philadelphia north across New York City come this afternoon. Not quite that heavy yet in the D.C. metro region, but now let's jump ahead another 6 hours. And here we go by early tonight. GFS now dumping some heavy precipitation in the form of showers and thunderstorms up and down the I-95 corridor. In fact, the heaviest right over the D.C. metro region. Reformation of the showers and thunderstorms after this afternoon after a lull for the next couple of hours, but heavy rainfall is certainly coming back to the I-95 corridor. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. Well, here we go. By later on tonight, we still have heavy rainfall here depicted by the GFS model up and down the I-95 corridor, right along this frontal boundary zone. Just wave after wave of low pressure area will ride over that temperature gradient that's setting up now between New York City and DC, up and down the I-95 corridor. Let's now jump ahead another 6 hours. And here we go. This is Tuesday morning. That frontal system still sitting right in this region right here, and still lots of moisture depicted here by last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. This is the forecast map for tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. Notice here, cool high pressure kind of anchoring on the north side of all of this, right here over just northeast of Nova Scotia and over the Great Lakes region. Cool high pressure, frontal boundary zone, lots of moisture riding up. It's a recipe for heavy rainfall here in the I-95 corridor. Well, here's the forecast map for early tomorrow afternoon, early Tuesday afternoon. That frontal system finally moving a little bit now, just to the east of the I-95 corridor, big cities, but still some decent precipitation depicted here by last night's GFS model run into the midday hours on Tuesday. Finally, by tomorrow evening, let's now jump ahead 6 hours, things start to show some improvement here in the I-95 corridor. And here it is by tomorrow night. That high pressure over the Great Lakes starts to work its way in. Precipitation lightening up here in the I-95 corridor. Everything pretty much winding down by this time. And then there's certainly some improvement on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But some instability, some disturbances that we'll have to deal with, perhaps a shower or a thunderstorm on each of those days, especially as the week progresses. And it looks like shower and thunderstorm threat will continue on Saturday. But the big news right now is, despite the lull right now being experienced in the I-95 corridor, heavy rainfall is very likely this afternoon, tonight, into the day on Tuesday. Flash flooding is possible anywhere up and down the I-95 corridor between D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. 1.5 to 3 inches of rainfall over the next 24 hours in many locations up and down the I-95 corridor. Even some isolated 4+ inch amounts over the next 24 hours or so. So certainly stay tuned to local weather service flash flood warnings that are possible later on today into the day on Tuesday. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.